Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Love Wins Live Forum. Of course, I'm Rana Kafili Bonifacio, the editor-in-chief of Inspirations.ph. I hope you didn't miss me so much because I was gone last week. But I did miss you. I did tune in last week. And I'm glad to be back, of course, with you here at the Love Wins Live Forum with my forever partner, Miss Sharon Fabian of Teams and Motifs. Good morning, Miss Sharon. Oh, yeah, I think you're on mute, Miss Sharon.
Yes, nakamute ako. Ayan, good morning, Rona. And so glad to have you back. Sabi ko, hindi mo kami natiin last week. Natiin ka rin. Yun. So, good morning sa iyo and to our viewers. Depende where you are right now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Love Wins Life Forum. Kamusta ka, Miss Rona? Kamusta? Alam mo, hindi ako nakabate last week na Happy Independence Day, but how did you celebrate your Independence Day?
Yes, it was Independence Day, but actually for our family, we tend to celebrate Independence Day a little earlier. No, with the kids, we do our crafts because we homeschool because June 12 is actually the birthday of my husband. So, we do our lahat ng makabayan namin na na activities nung 10 and 11 para on 12 we only celebrate my husband. Ayan, naghang ba ako?
Hindi. Hindi. Mukha ka naman tuloy-tuloy. Ayan.
Okay. Parang naghahang yung screen ko. But if you're saying that I'm tuloy-tuloy, then that's good. How about you, Sharon?
Well, last week, we launched yung activity na gagawin sa Baguio, which I'll be announcing later on. But actually after that, parang hindi ko na rin na masyado na-celebrate. Hindi na nga ako nakabati sa broadcast. Kasi nagpahinga ako. Nagpahinga ako the entire weekend because we came from an event. No? And parang may kinalaman yung event. Parang feeling ko nga ang internet natin yung nakikisabay kasi sinasabi mo na nag-freeze ba, naghang ba or ano. So parang relevant yung mga points na yan sa topic natin ngayon this morning.
Yes, you had a busy week last week, no? And
yeah,
I think
that's true.
What we're gonna get to talk about this morning. Before I do call in our guests, actually, no. Let me give a preview of what we're talking about this morning. So, we have shared over our Facebook that we have invited a couple who celebrated their golden wedding anniversary. Okay, and marami po sa viewers natin, no, they are planning their weddings and there's challenges in planning their weddings. Ito po, golden wedding anniversary, and they pushed through with it and they managed to celebrate in a way that was that they felt comfortable with. Tama ba, Miss Sharon, the way I put it?
Yes. Yes. Ito yung best way of celebrating and yung Thanksgiving nila for 50 years ng marriage, no, of celebrating love and life, the safest way possible as well. No? Hindi lang yung gusto nila, pero this is the safest way possible. Considering that this is a golden wedding anniversary. So mga senior.
Yes.
Senior ang mga guests natin.
So they celebrated their 50th wedding anniversary. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, no, they had a recommitting of vows, tama ba? But after that, hindi na po sila nag-reception in the traditional manner that we know, but they did have a Zoom party, diba? 50th anniversary, nag-Zoom party, and hindi naman po parang 10 lang yung nasa Zoom nila, hindi din po 50. Maliit lang na bagay, no? Parang 170 users lang naman po ang nakalogin sa kanilang Zoom party. So, and I say users because, again, if you're familiar with this, pwedeng buong pamilya kasi, di ba, yung naka-attended sa wedding through one user when you're logged in on Zoom. And so, Ako, no, when I heard about this, it was so inspiring. Syempre, I'm gonna use that word. It was inspiring because they didn't let the pandemic stop them. And as well as kung yung mga kinakasal, for those who are getting married, medyo it's easier to kind of move your wedding date a little and to adjust it. Yung 50th wedding anniversary po, no, kung iisipin natin, hindi na po siya natin maiuusog. Hindi na po natin siya mai-reschedule in a way, di ba? Because you are just commemorating a specific date. Tama ba, Miss Sharon?
Yes, that's right. That's right. And in this case, yung couple natin, kasabay rin siya ng very special occasion. If you are a Catholic, the Feast of the Sacred Heart, which only happens about twice in a century, na nasabay
Yes,
sa
that's
kanilang 50th wedding anniversary. And this family, ano sila maano sila sa faith nila, and they really observe itong mga celebration and feast ng simbahan. So, hindi parang, tsaka na lang, i-reset na lang natin, i-postpone natin ang celebration. Because for them, it was really a thanksgiving and honoring nga yung Sacred Heart and sharing the day with their loved ones and friends. Yan. So, hindi siya yung, I think this is a groundbreaking event in the sense na, ang alam kasi natin, pag nag-live stream, it's just the mass or the ceremony. Tapos hindi na sinasama yung reception because minsan hindi yung viewers, hindi naman sila kasama sa kainan. So parang ang awkward na may ongoing reception na nagkakainan, yung mga viewers hindi. In this case, kasama rin ang audience because food packs were set to them. But yeah, we'll talk about that later. Soon, in a few seconds, baka-announce lang ako, Rona, may konting announcement lang. Yeah. So, parang may echo ko. Nag-echo ba ako? Ayan. So, wait,
sa akin hindi, but yes.
Yeah, so, anyway, so mag-a-announce muna ako before ang ating very interesting topic this morning. I would like to invite everyone, yung Philippine Association of Wedding Planners, good friends yan ng Love Wins Life Forum. We've done a lot of activities with them the previous year. Diba? Yung pinakahuli natin, yung ating fundraising ng Ulysses, Typhoon Ulysses. So, we are inviting all wedding suppliers to attend the latest activity of the Philippine Association of Wedding Planners. So, ang title po is, ayan siya. Wait hindi lumalabas ang ating visual. Oh, sige. Kasi medyo naghang ang computer ni Miss Rona. But, yeah, she had to restart. Ayan, ganyan talaga ang mga pag-uusapan natin. Yan yung challenges ng technology talaga relevant din sa topic natin. And learning din yan sa mga technology-based celebrations. Yan. So, let me just pull up ang ating visual. Nandito na ba si Miss Rona sa ating Oh, she has to restart. Okay, so we'd like to invite you to the latest project of the Philippine Association of Wedding Planners. Title is Events Ready, Safe, Go, and it's going to be on June 29, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This is a free webinar, and it will talk about the essentials of holding weddings and social events during these challenging times. So they have a guest, and they will talk about the best practices and updated measures in order to ensure safety gatherings in celebration. So this is open to all wedding suppliers. It's for free. So kung interested po kayo, and I highly recommend this kasi we are all navigating this, lahat ng mga wedding suppliers. First time nating lahat sa pandemic. So parang tayo, di ba? The best way to learn is experiencing yung mga live events. But it's always good to be guided by the expert. So please Please do sign up. It's for free. All you have to do is to go to the Facebook page of the Philippine Association of Wedding Planners. Yeah. Ron, so you have the visual of yung kay Pauti yeah, we'll show them lang. Yeah, so that's going to be on June 29th, 3
Yes.
o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay. Off
Yeah, there.
Paupi, sorry.
Yes, yes.
So as you can see, no, pag live events, this is really what is our challenge. uh,
Yes.
'Di ba? But we have learned along the way that
Mm-hmm.
these things are normal and they happen. And ayan, I hope you can see it already. So,
Hindi siya, yeah. Ah, yung kay
oh, sorry.
Pauti.
Cowpea. Sorry. Here you go.
Yes.
It is coming. Na-traffic lang siya.
Oo, talagang ganyan.
Yeah.
Alam mo yung mga ganyan ng mga yan. Okay, so that's that's the event of Paupi on June 29th, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So they have they have partnered with Abbott and they have a guest, Vinay Dixit, who's the regional business director for rapid diagnostics. So they will be talking about safety measures in gatherings and celebrations hosted by Ethan. So those who are interested, itong mga wedding suppliers, grab nyo na to. It's for free. Wala kayong babayaran. And all you have to do is to sign up. Go to the Facebook page of the Philippine Association of Wedding Planners. The next event that we'd like to announce is last week po, we launched Siglot Pilayad. This is the first international online bridal fair in the Cordilleras. Oh, hindi lang Baguio, Rona, but the entire Cordillera region. And we're very excited about this because they have collaborated with Themes and Motives. So si Themes and Motives ang magpa-power po ng kanilang first international online bridal fair. Yeah. And that will be from July 28th to August 28th. And this is produced by Heaven's Touch Events. Okay. And so for more information, please visit the Facebook page of Heaven's Touch Events or my Facebook page din po ang Siglot Pilayad. Okay. Or we also have announcements in the website of Themes and Motives. So www.themesandmotives.com. Okay, pero bago po ang Siglot Pilayad, I would
Yes.
like to invite you, unahin ko na kasi baka mamaya malimutan ko dahil sa ating mga discussion, I'd like to invite everyone to the Philippine Wedding Summit 2021 Online Bridal Fair, which will be happening beginning next week. That's June 26. Okay, so month-long yung celebration na yan. And it's going to last until July 25. So, ang Philippine Wedding Summit po, pre-pandemic days, historically, this is the biggest mid-year wedding fair in the country. But alam po natin ngayon na bawal po ang mga mass gatherings. Hindi po natin alam kung kailan po pwede ang in-person bridal fair. So, we're doing it online. And meron po tayong the bridal marketplace where you can go and visit the online booths of different suppliers. And we have the exhibitors live weekend where you can meet and greet the exhibitors, get to know their promo and offers uh, live online. And you can also ask your questions. That's going to be on July 17 and 19. And of course, ang opening ceremony po would be next week, pagkatapos po ng Love Wins Live Forum. Kakain lang po ng konti, mag-freshen up. At 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we will be having an online opening ceremony. Very simple lang po. And it will be hosted by Mr. RJ Ledesma. So we hope that you can join us tomorrow when we open, next week
Next week,
when we
excited na si
open.
Miss Sharon mag-open.
Excited, all right. So next week, June 26, sa opening ng the Philippine Wedding Summit. At sa opening, we will be raffling off one special prize from our sponsors. We will be announcing it within the week. No purchase required. All you have to do is to register sa themesandmotives.com. You have to be a soon-to-wed and watch the broadcast. Yan. So, yan ang ating mga announcement this week. So tune in po sa aming mga social media pages and the website of themes and motifs for updates.
Yes.
Yay!
So, if you haven't shared this stream, please do share this stream, of course, on your Facebook walls, and do like us at Themes and Motives on Facebook, and also inspirations for weddings and debuts, both on Facebook and on Instagram. So, hindi na namin patatagalin pa, no? We'd like to call in the couple that celebrated their 50th wedding anniversary just this, I think, 2 weeks ago with their daughter. So please welcome to the Love Wins live forum, Brad and Lita Victoriano and Gina De Santos. Hi!
Good morning! Good morning po. I call them Tito Brad and Tita Lita, pero popularly known pala sila as Kuya Brad and Ate Lita. Ayan.
Oh!
At si Gina, good morning. Last week lang yun, Miss Rona.
Yes.
June 11. Yeah. Good morning po. Thank you for joining us.
Kamusta naman po ang feeling nyo ngayon na natapos na po yung inyong your wedding anniversary po? How do you feel?
Relax na.
Explain. Kasi hanggang up to now, no, marami pa rin gusto manood ng video at yung proceeding that occurred a week ago. Meron pa rin mga naka-queue na gusto pumasok sa gusto join on the Zoom.
Actually, when we started on the day of the event, we only had 100 members dun sa FT group. These were the invited guests. We had 100. During the event, we had 153. And then right now, like this morning, I checked nasa 200. So,
Nadagdagan pa.
after the event until now, there are still some people requesting to join the group so they can watch.
Oh, sorry. Yung mga naka-queue pa sila.
Hindi pa na-approve. May iba pang mga hindi na-approve.
Na-approve pa ng manager.
Ayan,
Yes,
so for those who don't know, no, Gina, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Gina is one of the children who played a pivotal role, tama ba? Is that the correct way of saying it? To be able to execute po yung 50th wedding anniversary ni Tito Brad. Makiki-Tito Brad and Tita Lita na din po ako kung okay lang po sa inyo.
Look at most of other, I have siblings abroad. So kami, tatlo lang kaming nandito. Mas ako yung nag-coordinate ng mga kailangan for the wedding.
Actually, if I may say so, lahat po nito, sila. Hindi kami. Hindi kami pala. Hindi kami ni Mama, no? It was all children. It was our kids. We have 6 of them, 6 wonderful kids, no? Who planned everything. Actually, talaga na surprise kami. We didn't expect. This was all beyond expectations. Kasi ang gusto lang namin talaga, makasimba, and because of the significance of this occasion, because it fell on the solemnity of the Sacred Heart of Jesus, which occurs only once or twice in a century, no? Kaya it was a special blessing for us. So ang gusto lang namin talaga is makasimba and magkaroon ng nuptial blessing and to renew our vows. But then, one thing led to another, and this virtual experience exploded, you know? Something like that. And they all handled everything, you know? With the help, of course, of Sharon and their crew. And we deeply appreciate all these things. It will be a memorable and a meaningful, and it will always be a part of our 50 golden years.
Actually, initially, when they said they wanted to celebrate their 50th, actually, we're all anticipating naman na mag-50th sila this year. No? We were all, my siblings and myself, we were all preparing naman for that. Actually, since 2019, we started looking for venue na nag-ocular inspection na ako for venue. Kasi we had 50th, so we really wanted it to be big. So 2019, nagpe-prepare na kami. Then come the pandemic, we were saying di na siya pwede. And then we will just wait na lang pagkatapos na, then we will do it again. We will do it after the pandemic. But they said they wanted to have the blessings, the church, and they wanted to celebrate it because it is a David give the Sacred Heart. So we made a compromise. We said, sige, we will allow the celebration, the church. Actually, even before that, sabi namin, hindi, virtual lang yung celebration. Si Father nasa simbahan, tayo nasa bahay. Lahat virtual. Hindi pwedeng may physical na
Presence.
Sabi naman namin, okay, tama si Gina, no? As early as 2019, they had been looking for the venue, and I had been making big plans also on my own, you know. Kasi po, lahat halos ng mga gusto sa mga guests, mga sa kasal, for choir members, no? And sabi ko, dapat sana talagang magandang and in church sana, no? And well, the pandemic came, and all the hope for dash, pero we still wanted a church celebration. And then, no, yung doktor po na doktor, no, it's a big no. Gusto nila, beautiful. Si pari lang, tapos kami nasa bata, sabi namin, no, we have reached this far. And we would like, we're willing to risk the fact that we may get an infection. Pero ang sabi nga niya, but the main concern was that baka kapag sa simbahan ginawa, we could be a reason for a super spreader. Baka kami ang maging cause of infection. Kaya sabi nga, no. So, pero but sabi nga ni Gina, we had a compromise. Kami sa simbahan ni Mama, yung pare. And then, but later on, finally, they relented. No? And, we had this virtual sort of, not really pa din po, and it went so very well. And as I was saying, I've always been saying, beyond normal expectations.
And even sa church, ang sabi ko nga rin kay Sharon, we had help from them, but if as much as possible, wag silang lalapit sa amin. Wala talagang contact at all. So,
yes.
We had choir, 8 people lang naman yung choir kasi importante kay Papa maganda yung music niya during the event. So, we had 8 people, pero ang usapan din, they will not go to walang contact with them. Doon lang sila talaga sa taas. Pari lang talaga yung lalapit sa kanila. Yun lang, pari and sakristan, yun lang. Nobody else.
So kung lilinawin ko lang, no, parang most families, the children, sila po yung sila yung final say dun sa pwedeng at hindi pwedeng gawin po ni Mama at ni Papa, no? Nung mga ang tinatawag po nga nating mga vulnerable in the society. Ngayon po kasi parang na-observe natin, di ba? Yan po yung nangyayari na tayong mga anak, tayo po yung nagsasabi, Mama, hindi ka pa po pwede lumabas. Mama, bawal ka po pag mag-dine in. Ma'am, kung naka-tune in ka nga pala, congratulations. Pwede na daw po kasi lumabas ang fully vaccinated senior citizens in the GCQ and the MGCQ area. So if you are watching and you are fully vaccinated 14 days after, congratulations to you. Nakalaya na po kayo. But again, this is really, I joke, but this is really because nakikita po natin that even if we know, we want to celebrate our special occasions, we also want to be responsible citizens. Tama po ba? Sabi ni Tito, ayaw niya na tayo po ay maging super spreader. Hindi naman po tayo madamot na porque anniversary po natin, kahit ano na lang pwede natin gawin, di ba? We take into heart and we really think about what are the things we can do. So sabi niyo po, Tito, music was important to you. Music was one of the important things to have in the Mass. And of course, syempre, the whole point of the celebration was to get the blessing from Father po, no? Hindi naman, it was not the party at all. It was really, coming before God and recommitting your vows. Tama po ba? And getting the blessing. Ano pa po yung sure kayo na kailangan may ganito? Yung iba po, kahit wala na. I heard wala na po kayong photographer, no? Tama po ba?
Actually, to the last minute, Sharon was still suggesting, Gina, let's get photographers. But no talaga. We don't have additional people with us there, the church. And we said, with our smartphones naman, pwede na natin gawin kahit na ano. So yung mga nandun, kaming family na nandun sa church, kanya-kanya na lang kami kuhanan ng pictures. That's what we shared also dun sa mga guests namin. And then later on naman kasi, well, the mass was live streamed, so that in itself is our video na. And then the Zoom party, of course, it was recorded also. It was broadcasted via Zoom, so we also had our video there.
But the very beautiful thing about it was that it was live stream, to all parts, and meron po kaming nag-contribute dun sa celebration from Australia, from all over, from Macau, from the US, from Canada. It was such a beautiful experience, and it was really the very first time for us to experience this thing, but it went so well, and it was really amazing. Wonders of technology, and how the outpouring of love and warmth came from all over, practically literally the four corners of the earth, so to speak. It was really a magnificent and memorable experience.
Where are your other children residing?
Base.
Yeah.
Two are in Singapore, one is in the US. Most of the relatives, US, Canada, may mga guests, different parts of the world. No? So let me just add to what Papa said. Kasi when we decided na sige, we'll do the celebration. Yung misa sa kanila okay na. After the church, okay na. Wala na silang nalabalok mag-reception. So kami naman, parang bakit pa natin hindi tutuloy yung reception? Mas madali na to reach out to many people because of Zoom and FB. So mas marami na tayong mas marami ng ibang tao makakasama sa ating isa. So kaya diniretso pa rin namin with the virtual reception.
Sabi lang po, yung church nuptial blessing lang, tama na, no? That was all we wanted really. But because of the special occasion at the solemnity of the Sacred Heart, which really falls very rarely on June 11th. So that was all we really wanted. But it exploded into something which we never expected.
And we're showing some photos of what happened that day. So ito po sa church to, and it was live stream. Yan. Tapos ito yung setup sa bahay. So what happened that day was, even if the initial direction from the client was simple lang. In fact, I remember the first few times Gina and I were talking, talagang very siya na, we don't need you there. Wala. Parang, wag na kayo pumunta on the day itself. Parang, as a coordinator, ang mo is, paano kaya yun? Di ba? So yeah, itong nakikita niyo sa screen.
Pwede live stream yung coordination. Yun yung iniisip ni Miss Sharon. And again, just to share with, of course, all our viewers, Themes and Motifs served as the coordinator and the planner for this event. And this is why, Miss Sharon has all the behind-the-scenes details. Paano po tayo magpapa-zoom with 170 guests? Ayan. Go ahead.
Yan, ang nakikita niyo pong details, this is yung reception part. So we just want to share with you. Although it is virtual, Ms. Rona, that's why I said, and we want to share this to others who are planning their celebration. Yung mga mag-25th or mag-50th, because hindi siya bastang virtual lang. It's really a reception program. Hindi lang yung bastang umupo sa harapan ng camera and hinayaang or umupo sa harapan ng phone or laptop at hinayaang tumakbo lang yung yung airtime, no? At bahala na lang nagkwentuhan. This actually had a program, and in the span of 3 weeks, no, Miss Gina, ang parang trial and error kami kasi nag-ano kami, parang ano kaya yung mag-work, because you also have to consider yung audience, one being hindi lang sila lahat nasa Philippines. Tapos number two, malaking part of the guest list would be seniors. Kasi nga po, ang mga friends nila Tito Brad, Tita Lita. And then, importante rin may participation, yung mga importanteng tao na naging part ng journey nila in the last 50 years. Katulad nun po, may nakikita kayo yung mga all-white po sila. These are all the people that have helped them, no? Yung house help nila all throughout the 50 years na
Yes,
mag-asawa
ako,
sila.
nag-dance number po ba sila? Tama po ba ang intindi ko?
Yes.
Sa nangyari?
Yes.
With nung una kasi I was thinking, what are we going to do for the program? No? Parang nahihirapan akong mag-conceptualize na paano gagawin. But iniisip ko siguro mga isa-dalawa lang ang malalagay ko dyan sa program na mag-perform. But I think kasi since this is not a live performance, it was easier to get people to contribute kasi pre-recorded siya. So yung mga stage fright nila, walang stage fright.
Pwedeng i-reshoot po yung stage fright. No? Pwedeng rewind.
So, at dati ko rin, may nag-volunteer pa nga na mag-perform.
Ang dami talagang gusto mag-contribute dun sa program, no? And to greet us, well wishes.
Yeah. Yung mga song numbers, saka yung mga dance numbers, yun, ang challenge ko lang doon was putting it together, like the video editing. So we had to invest on video editors para dun sa mga ganong klase. So we had the virtual choir kasi isa yan dun sa mga elements na gusto ni Papa noon pa, na pinursee niya noon pa, na gusto niya kakanta yung choir, yung mga inaanak nga niya. Yan. So I had to put them all together, request them to record video, audio like that. And tapos yung sa mga grandchildren din, iniisip ko paano ko gagawin yun. Dahil pre-recorded nga siya, nakompleto ko yung lahat ng mga apo kasi kahit nasa ibang bansa. Sinakompleto ko siya at nag-participate sila kasi nga pre-recorded lang naman siya at pwede nilang ulit-ulitin kung hindi nila magustuhan. Tapos, what else? Tapos, may very segment doon na I asked some of the relatives and friends to send a 5-second video waving at them. Nung una iniisip ko, I want to get messages from these people. Hindi mga usual na message for the couple, ganyan. But I was thinking, ang hirap makakuha ng message. Kasi mag-iisip pa sila, matatagalan pa bago magsabit yung mga yun. But when I told them the concept na, can you just record 5 seconds waving just to say hi, we are celebrating with you, na we want you to know that we are here celebrating with you. Nung ganun yung pagkaka-explain ko sa kanila, sanda makmak yung biglang nag-send ng mga videos.
During the program, akala namin live, wave din naman kami ng
Yeah. Piniplay namin.
Wala pa recorded yung kaya ang dami yung sa amin.
Kasi naman, di ba, you cannot help it if somebody wave back ka din, di ba? Kunwari, si Tito, mag-hi din po ako. But that's a tip.
Hindi ko lang namin nakikita for a long time. Oh, Mama, it's waving there.
Actually, ang mga hiningan ko talaga, yung mga hindi nila nakikita madalas. Para malaman nila. They are still, they are still there. They're celebrating.
Yes.
So that's a good tip, no, for couples who are planning, or for anybody planning their celebration or anything that is online, when you're doing a video online or when you're streaming your celebration online, para mabawasan po ang stress levels nyo. Kung ano po yung pwede nyong i-pre-record nyo na po, di po ba? Lalo kung meron tayong ganyan na phone a friend, nako, yun nga, no? Not everybody is used to facing the camera, recording themselves, and saying this and that and that. So it's good to give them their own parang timing, no? Kung kailan po sila magkaroon ng bravery to record themselves. Kahit pa ulit-ulit po nila gawin, okay lang po. So,
Yeah.
pre-recordings. How about you, Miss Sharon? Oh, sorry, Tito. You have something you want to share?
Pero one more thing, and one thing I'm very proud of my kids. Kasi lahat po nung nag-join sa after party, yung Zoom party, pinadalang po sila ng pagkain. Yung po ang parang reception, no? So everybody, food was delivered to all the guests, all the invitees, to as far as Laguna, Cavite, Tagaytay, all these places. Pinadalang po ng pagkain, kaya yun po ang naging virtual reception.
Wow!
Yes, a total of 170
Pati sa Amerika,
meals.
may pagkain. Mga taga-Amerika rin padala doon.
Yes,
Wow.
opo. So dito sa NCR, 170 meals. We had to make sure na aabot sa mga guests by 4:30 ng hapon. So you could just imagine, Rona, yung
Yeah, sorry,
logistics
nakanganga lang po ako kasi I'm trying to understand paano po siya nangyari from the kusina to the hapagkainan.
Of
Wow.
course, ito, nag-contract ng caterer. So namili tapos to prepare the meal. So it's a packed bento box, dress up ng gold ribbon, may sticker, na thank you sticker from the couple, and in order po siya. And then we just had to make sure na well coordinated yung delivery because yung mass will end at 4. Meron kaming 30-minute window for the couple to go back home. Malapit lang naman din ang church. Freshen up a bit, mag-prepare, konting light snack, and then program proper na. So, kailangan by 4:30, nasa mga guests na rin yung pagkain nila. So that at any time during the program they'd like to eat or meron silang napapanood na kumakain on screen, hindi awkward na ang celebrants lang ang kumakain. So, kaya I kanina sabi ko, for me, it was really groundbreaking because I've done an in-person coordination. Nagpa-live stream din yung couple, but they stopped pag tapos ng church.
Ceremony, yes.
Oo, kasi ang nila is, hindi naman sila part ng kainan, nakakahiya. So, wag na natin i-stream sa kanila. Or, ni-record pa rin may isa rin naman na ni-record pa rin yung reception, pero hindi nila ni-live stream. They broadcast sila after the reception, edited out na yung portion ng kainan.
Yes.
Highlights na lang, that's what they showed. So, ito, naiba lang yung platform. It just became virtual, but it was really a wedding reception na alam natin, pero on a different medium, and it was virtual.
So of course, Miss Sharon and Tito Brad and Tita Lita and Gina, they know how this happened. But just to explain, no, in case you haven't figured it out, kung 170 food packs po yung pinadala, kinailangan din po kunin yung 170 na address at mag-book po ng delivery na 170 at to make sure na 4:30 po dadating po yung pagkain na hindi po spoiled, yung pwede yung fresh. Okay, so the level, I just have to say, the level of coordination and the level of planning that takes place just to be able to do that, no, is it's really quite a feat, and this is probably why some couples don't opt to do that. So, grabe that you wanted to do that you wanted to still bless your guests and make them feel na, kahit hindi po tayo pwede magsalo-salo ngayon, we can still enjoy something together. So it's possible po, no? If you want to have a 200 guest debut or wedding, mag-open lang po kayo ng spreadsheet para po hindi kayo ma-confuse pag tinitingnan nyo yung address po, no?
Yeah.
Tapos, syempre, don't forget, you have to have a good caterer para sure po tayo that the food will be fresh. And don't forget to tip your delivery boys kasi ang dami po nila. And be kind to them.
Can I say one last thing?
Yes, please.
No pandemic can ever stifle the celebration of love and life.
Yes, I love that. Tito Brad, when I read your thank you post, naiyak po ako. Because, ayun na naman, natitiri-eyed ako because ever since Miss Rana and I started this Love Wins Life Forum, yan po yung advocacy namin na despite the pandemic, hashtag tuloy ang kasal because yun nga I remember posting during the day after your celebration kasi I took shots of me and napakali ng aming staff Rona. So dalawa lang kami on ground. So nagpicture kami, ang itsura namin, nasa likod kami ng church tapos empty pews sa likod. And I uploaded that and I said, no frills, just pure love. And yun yung essence ng love wins, yun yung essence why we get married, why we celebrate milestones, diba? Because it's a celebration of love and life. Kaya naiyak po talaga ako, Tito Brad, when I read your thank you message for the people that were part of your celebration. Diba? So, kaya sinama natin yun doon sa e-banner natin na ang gandang message for everyone. Yan. Pero yun nga, nakakatuwa because hindi lang po ng celebration ng love ninyo no, for each other ni Tita Lita, but I personally witness yung love ng children ninyo sa inyo. Sabi ko nga, Rona, I was thanking them and I realized that I was thankful for the blessing of work, no, for me and the staff of Teams and Motives. But more than that, it was really an honor to be part of that special day kasi ibang klase yung experience. Ito yung sinasabi na in an intimate celebration, nakikita mo yung detalye, nagsashine yung what really matters and what is important. And I was able to, may front row experience of how wonderful this family is. Sila Tito Brad, meron silang non-negotiable actually na na medyo slightly tense namin ni Gina kasi may deadline kami dito sa mga pre-recorded. Ito yung huling-huling dumating na Miss Gina. No, finally dumating siya the night before na. And we had to review all the materials to make sure that tatapos sila. Si Tito Brad wanted, it was a 20-minute video and it was a documentation of how their marriage was in the last 50 years. Ang title nga niya dito is The Pentecost of Marriage. Okay, so paano sila nag-umpisa? And they shared, and the things that they shared, the family traditions that they started, no? Dalawa pa lang sila ni Tita Lita, no? Nagkaroon, ilan pa lang, dalawa pa lang yung anak. It was a beautiful experience for me na somehow I just met them a month ago and they have touched my life tremendously. Ito yung hearing them, watching their video, yung couple goals. And I was parang non-stop talaga yung pag-share ko sa husband ko. And sabi ko, yan, panoorin mo to, yan. It was something that I wanted to emulate for our family, for my relationship with my husband. So, ibang klase talaga tong experience na to. Kasi yun nga natanggal lahat ng frills. And ang naiwan is yung what's really important for kina Tito Brad. It was yung celebration of their faith, di ba? Yung napaka-rare occurrence ng Feast of the Sacred Heart. That's very important for their family, important sa faith nila. And they were able to celebrate it. Nagkataon 50th wedding anniversary. It was such a blessing for them na mangyari yun. Even nga yung pag-ulan that day, na kina-tense namin ni Gina kasi flaky ang aming internet. Oo, but for them, and for me, it was an eye-opener. But for them, for Tito Brad and Tita Lita, it was a blessing because 50 years ago when they got married, may konting shower din. Diba? May ulan din that day. And they didn't see it as a hindrance or parang curveball sa wedding day nila. They saw it as a shower of blessing. And it happened again 50 years later. nagkaroon ulit sila ng shower of blessing on their wedding day. Ito naman, shower din ng blessing on the day that nag-reaffirm sila ng kanilang love for each other. Diba? So, ang ganda yung ganon. That's why for me, it's groundbreaking, and it's something worth sharing to others na yung nagdadalawang isip pa na, wag na lang, sige tayo na lang dito magpa-deliver sa house. And being part of that occasion, they had all the reasons na wag na kasi may mga immunocompromise. It's not just because may senior, may mga immunocompromise in their home, may small children, may baby pa. They had all the reasons na parang, sige, when things get better na lang. But, diba, ang important is to celebrate love and to celebrate life. So it was very sulit yung preparation. Now we can talk about it. Diba? Siguro minsan si Gina matatawa na lang pag naalala niya. But iba rin klase yung challenge of mounting something like this because sabi nga ni Gina up to the last minute na yung photographer kasi nagkaroon na bigla ng backdrop. Dati wala sa usapan yon. Yung nakita yung backdrop, wala yon. Tapos, sa church, they also wanted the altar decorated at saka yung sa Sacred Heart na may decoration. So, pagdating sa church, yung kausap ko yung nasa church, they were, tanong nyo naman, baka sayang kasi if it will not be documented. So, sabi ko, sige, let me ask sina Gina, but I know, sila ayaw talaga nilang magdagdag ng tao pa. It wasn't a question of budget, but it was really, syempre merong may doktor.
Safety.
Alam mo naman, Gina, di ba?
Safety issue.
Oo. Even si Dr. Ana, di ba, pag-guest natin siya, talagang kung siya lang. Di ba, limitahan ng guest. So, we did consider parang, sige, pag-isipan natin 24 hours, but ang ginawa ko that time, hindi, meron kaming chat group. Hindi ko na sinabi but I talked to one photographer na kasamahan natin to be on standby if he can give me 24 hours just in case mag-decide
Family chooses.
Parang game tayo sabi ko but I'll let you know, give me 24 hours. So finally they decided na hindi na. So okay naman yung photographer. Naintindihan naman niya yung naging concern ng family. So I'm also thankful na may mga suppliers na gano'n na madaling kausap, 'di ba? Na they hindi demanding din na ano ba ganyan. So gano'n. So may mga nagbago from the program na simple lang kasi nag-draft na tayo na Miss Gina when first week we were talking, may draft na ng program. So nag-evolve kasi sabi nga ni Miss Gina 1 or 2. So nung una meron pa kaming pa-games. May game pa, game 1, game 2, so nag-iisip kami ng game. But I think yun nga, naging very positive yung response ng contribution. So para siyang naging living document ng aming program flow na nababago siya. Until the day itself, parang on-ground, in-person live event, may changes sa program, Miss Rona. Diba? Considering lahat pre-recorded na. So, kailangan namin maggalaw-galaw na saan natin ito ilalagay. Kasi may biglang dumating na unexpected. Hindi nagpasabi. Biglang, meron kaming surprise number. Ni-record na namin. Naka-edit na siya.
Ipapasok nyo na lang po yung Betamax.
Oo, di ba? Namin? Saan natin siya ilalagay? Because we also have to consider yung time. Because virtual to. So, at iba-ibang parts of the world, hindi pwedeng one to sawa ang celebration. Because there are some na madaling araw where they are. And of course, medyo may edad na yung iba talagang guests. So you cannot expect them, lalo na virtual, na magsistay on sila for 2-3 hours.
Yes.
So very strict kami. May sa group chat namin, time check. It's 2 o'clock. Time check, it's 2:05. Yun gano'n. Kasi we have to follow yung sinet naming timelines. So that was the challenge of doing that. Pero I guess, Tito Brad, based sa response, hanggang ngayon, may mga nagpapa-add pa sa Facebook group. Yeah.
Meron pong nag-greet sa inyo. So Cholo says, from our team, Poch Manila Creatives, thank you for the opportunity in allowing our team to create your beautiful backdrop. It was an honor for us Shout out to Tito Brad, Tita Lita, Miss Gina, and Miss Sharon. Nice seeing you again live. Ayan. So I think some of your suppliers are here, tuned in. Go ahead, Miss Gina.
Yes, and we want to say thank you to Cholo also for making the house look like a hotel.
Most of the people said that, what hospital did you?
They thought we were in a hotel. The people, our guests, thought
Most
we
of
were
the
in a
people
hotel.
thought we were in a sort of there or a resort, no?
Thank you, Cholo, for that.
Yun.
Ayan.
So, nag-step up rin yung mga suppliers. And ang nakakatuwa, Rona, because a lot of the people that worked on this, even sa church, kasi kilala they've been with these people. They know them personally.
Yes.
Yung gumawa ng cake is a close family friend. Even yung nakakatuwa sa simbahan
The
kasi
choir,
wala
Miss
nga kami,
Gina, you said.
the choir, were people from the church. And kahit may choir, Rona, talagang in-observe yung safety guidelines. Nasa balcony sila ng church. Merong shield. So nasa
Yes.
taas nila, which is more than 10 feet high na sila, naka-shield pa yon. May plastic shield covering the balcony. And then the choir members were physically distanced. Tapos naka-mask sila while they were singing. So, very, very strict observance. Yung kami, ang bilin na bilin ni Miss Gina is, as much as possible, pwede bang halos hindi kayo maramdaman na hindi makita sa church malayo. So, nasa dulo, literal, nasa dulo kami ng simbahan. Or on the side, na talagang hindi siya halos more than 6 feet away. And yung kung kailangan lumapit, yon 1 meter apart, pag may kailangan akong sabihin kay Miss
Yes.
Gina. So, yung ganun yung mga challenge, 1 meter apart. We came in no early part because we had to queue sina Tito Lita. Wala pong nangyaring bridal march, walang ganun, walang processional. So pagdating ng church, upo na lang sila at naghintay na mag-go live tayo. But at a certain point, kasi we have to queue them, kung ano yung time na pupunta sila sa altar. So yun, medyo malapit kami. We're about a meter and a half away from them. Just enough distance na para mag-queue sa kanila. And then pagkatapos ng exit frame, and then lumapit na lang po kami ulit dun sa dulo because nagkaroon po ng picture taking, which is initially dapat wala. Isa lang. Pero nagkaroon naman ng parang 5 variations. Pero sila lang din. There were 10 of them sa church. So less than, kasi na to GCQ with heightened restrictions. So allowed na tayo ng 10% of the church capacity. And it was a big church. Pero all in na, kasama na kami, yung media team. I think there were 16 people in the church. So ganun ka konti. And yun yung nangyayari ngayon, the way we're doing the broadcast now, ganito ang nangyaring planning all throughout. Except for the church na nakita namin sila live in person. Everything else on that day, last June 11, all virtual, all via Messenger, all via Zoom. And I guess yun nga, yung Rona was in itong celebration na to, they made technology work for them. Yan. So naging critical dito yung the Facebook group page na ginawa, yung private group, because all reminders were sent there. We also made sure that we got everyone's cell phone numbers because may regular text blast kaming ginagawa to remind them. And then may daily countdown kami just to keep everyone's excitement going. Nagka-countdown kami na 5 days to go, 3 days to go. And on the day itself, may mga series of reminders kami na actually hindi namin na-anticipate ni Miss Gina because yung iba ata siguro na medyo may edad na at hindi technologically advanced. Nung tinext namin na Mass at 2:30, click this link.
Hindi naka-smartphone.
Hindi, naka-smartphone sila pero nabaliwala yung see you at 2:30. Lahat nag-click ka ng link. Tapos mamaya nagme-message na sa mga magkakapatid, bakit walang laman ang link? Sabi niyo, click this link. So may
Ano
mga
yun? Yun
ganong,
yung Zoom. Yun yung reception.
yes. Oo. Sabi niyo i-click, ba't ayaw pa kami papasukin? Yung mga ganyan. So may mga ganon, mga behind the scene. But nothing major naman on that day. Ang pinakamalaki ng namin in-anticipate ng Miss Gina was the announcement of the
Brownout.
rotating brownouts. Yes. And because nga, na kahit sabi nga ni Tito Brad, maraming nag-akala na sa hotel or resort sila. Dahil nasa bahay, di ba? Yun naman yung beauty of doing it in a hotel. Kaya nga, di ba, for a time, nawala na yung mga home preparations because equip yung mga hotels and venue for emergencies like that, na mag-brown out, may backup agad. So ito, wala. Although may naka-backup generator kami, syempre maingay yun, di ba? So, uh, on the day itself, on ground, kahit na dalawa lang kami, may satellite teams kami in different locations. Meron kaming, tawag namin sa kanya, technical director, who's a family friend, si JJ, na siya yung main host of the Zoom Zoom broadcast. Pero may satellite locations kami na co-host yung team members ng themes and motives. In case mawala ng kuryente, si Gina,
Yes.
or si JJ, dahil co-host kami, buhay yung Zoom.
Correct.
So we had about 4 or 5 satellite co-hosts to ensure na tuloy-tuloy yung ating program. Yes, Tito Brad, may gusto kang ikwento.
On that particular subject, incidentally, nag-alay ako, napunta ako sa St. Clair Convent, nag-alay ako ng upper particular for good weather, good health, and good internet service.
Yan.
Wow. So, see?
Oh, so isa pa pong tip yan. Ngayon po, hindi na lang po yung weather po yung reason kung ba't kailangan po natin mag-alay. Pati din po yung internet, isama nyo na po sa alay. Kasi po, it is so essential and important in our celebrations today. I'm pretty sure, Tito, dahil po sa ginawa nyo, I think yun yung reason kung bakit talagang it helped with your celebration. Diba po, Ms. Sharon?
Yes, malaking role ng faith.
Yes.
Malaking role ng faith. And I believe, Miss Rona, the Lord honors kasi yung faith natin sa Kanya, yung desire ng heart natin. Diba? Nakita niya yung heart ng family nila Tito Brad, that more than anything kasi, this is a testimony of His faithfulness to their family for the last 50 years. Actually, kung makikita mo yung video, alam mo, kikilabutan ka. And ang masasabi mo lang doon, wow, God is faithful in the lives of His children. God is faithful sa mga marriages. Na talagang si God yung architect ng mga marriages. If you see yung prepare. And doon ko na-appreciate, kahit na yun nung una parang natetense kami ni Gina, wala pa ba? Parang si Gina, Thursday pa yan. Friday ang event. Thursday ang deadline. Sabi ko, okay, Thursday morning naman Gina, meron. Sabi ko, meron. Medyo Thursday night, wala pa. Di ba? Parang, but na-appreciate ko yun. And buti na lang, Tito Brad, Tita Lita, you insisted on having that. Kasi doon ko nakita na, si God yung nag-orchestrate talaga ng mga marriages. And He makes everything beautiful talaga. And He's the great architect. So He honors the faith of His children. Kaya lahat na nangyari that day, inalaw niya yung umulan ng konti, di ba? Pero hindi naging problema. Medyo naging flaky ang internet. But, He gave us the wisdom na gumawa ng mga satellite co-hosts para tuloy-tuloy yung broadcast. At lahat stayed up from different parts of the world. They stayed on. I guess I'd like to share that tip na if you're doing a virtual program, keep it short and simple, which is what happened. Kasi on a high pa yung mga tao, hindi nag-drag on yung program. In fact, nag-request sila if we can keep the Zoom live. Wag na lang i-live broadcast, but keep it live para makapagkwentuhan.
Kwentuhan. Cute.
Yes, oo. Kasi nag-breakout rooms. Yun yung last siguro that we'd like to share. Miss Gina, yung concept ng breakout rooms. Baka you'd like to share that. Paano siya nangyari?
We wanted all the elements of a reception still there. Virtual nga lang, no? So, we thought of doing breakout rooms para they will have a chance to be with groups of people that they can talk to. Maka one-on-one nila, mas intimate kasi kita nila talaga kung sino yung mga nandun. So we gave them like 5 minutes. Actually, 5 minutes is not enough pa para dun sa iba. They really wanted to engage pa. So actually, after the party and until now, my parents are still receiving calls from their friends. So continuation pa rin, may mga messages pa rin. Lagi pa rin silang nasa telepono, kausap nila yung mga ibang
Ay, mga calls, hindi lang, siguro mga kailangan ni para si mama.
ang tagal siya nasa telepono.
Cellphone.
Yun, so,
Naprati yung cellphone ko, lopa.
ito yung concept namin talaga sa reception. Parang in breakout rooms would be like parang table hopping.
Yes.
Table hopping na the part reception, no, na pupuntahan sila doon. There was also their chance to picture taking with the guests. So nag-screenshot kami per breakout room. Yun. So nakompleto naman namin lahat ng elements of reception. Definitely may food kami pinadala, may time for the kamustahan with the guests, may program, may booze, may ambience kami. So everything was there. Yun lang talaga, virtual lang talaga.
Yung isang grupo, ayaw nang umalis, ayaw nang umuwi.
Ayun na lang sa breakout room.
Sana sinabi
Ano
niyo,
siya, ano?
kayo na lang po host nung Zoom nito. Tutulog na po kami.
Actually, yun ang nangyari, Miss Rona. Nag-sign off na kami, tinurn over kila Miss Gina yung hosting for people who'd like to stay on. So,
Stay on.
hindi mo na siya makikita na naka-broadcast sa Facebook
Yes.
group namin, pero tuloy-tuloy pa rin siya. So, it was parang may after party, kwentuhan after party.
Yes.
Kaya nga yung mga couples na nanonood, kasi there are others na ayaw na nilang para baka mamaya mag-surge, mag-cancel, mag-postpone. Kaya, alam niyo po, it doesn't make it less special. Kayo ba po, Tito Brad? Yan na, hingan namin kayo ng tips ninyo sa mga couples. Ikaw, Miss Gina.
Yes.
Tingin niyo ba po, ikaw, Jeans, was it less special? Kasi virtual yung option natin for this. How was it for you?
Mas, sa akin better siya kasi nga we were able to reach out to more people. We were thinking kasi noon, sabi pag uuwian dapat mga kapatid, mga kamag-anak, which is not possible now. Mas murang gastos.
Murang gastos.
Wala nang gastos.
Yes. Tuod lang sila. So,
Lahat lang sila, pati, well, ayan, no, pero walang regalo.
okay.
Di ba?
Kailangan regalo.
Hindi ka na mag-repair. Hindi ka na ako sa bahay.
Very
Oh,
convenient.
Tito, gusto nyo i-flash po natin yung GCash number nyo? Pa-GCash na lang po tayo, Tito, para sa regalo sa angpaw po. Flash po natin dito.
Actually, we had that time, kung hindi nila papanood, yung mga guests na mag-join ng Fantasimbahan, if they're yung nag-give gifts, idodonate namin sa simbahan, i-cash na lang nila ito.
Yeah. What we told the presider, yung parish priest namin, na wala man po tayong guest kahit sa kabilang po. I think this Joe drop. But we still gave him an envelope for Pastor.
Inonated na lang.
Because it's still part of our 50 golden years.
Yes.
You are all part of
Yes, thank you.
Yes, oo. Kaya si Miss Rona kasama siya sa mga humahabol the week after.
I am.
Yeah.
Actually, my mom commented, hi Ma. She said, one of the nicest features on the Love Wins live forum. It's awesome. Okay, so I think it's really inspiring, not just for couples who are getting married, but really for anyone who's, I guess because what's happening right now, diba? It's been over a year of us being more than socially distanced from all our friends and relatives. Diba? Bihirang-bihira na po yung mga pagkakataon that we can see each other and see our relatives. So it's so nice to see families continue to celebrate these milestone occasions and find ways to do it. Siyempre, more than ever, I think ngayon, uhaw na uhaw po tayo for for the companionship, the fellowship with your family, the warmth, diba? Yung Nako, ilang ano na po yung hindi nakakapag-reunion, 'di ba, mga pamilya. So definitely, especially with your 50th anniversary and all the lives you have touched, right? All the lives you have touched throughout the years. Of course, this is something that you will, is so worth all the effort and all the pagod and all the possible technical difficulties and the ally of the itlog, because we really uh, even if we are now more than ever, we're learning that we can't be alone, right? It's not, life is not meant to be walked alone. So with that, Miss Sharon and Tito Brad and Tita Lita, would you like
Yes.
to say your last words or tips for our viewers? Start ako kay
Yeah,
Miss
ako,
Sharon. Sino ba?
Ako na lang muna kasi para sila yung last words. Yan.
Yes.
Ako, siguro ang tip ko for the couple na ikakasal, first time you get married or you're celebrating an anniversary, it's important na i-identify nyo ano yung non-negotiable. In their case, it was very clear. Unfortunately, ang hindi po nila inalis is a coordinator, kaya nagkaroon po kami ng trabaho. Yan. So, I think since na-experience ko siya, importante po ang role ng coordinator, and you have to get one that you can work with, na komportable kayo and nakakapag-communicate kayo and tutulungan kayo to arrive at yung mga important decisions that you have to make. And then, tsaka nyo isa-isahin. I think yun yung important. Step one mo is your coordinator. And then, tsaka nyo isa-isahin. Ano yung mga iba pang suppliers that you'd like to be on board your celebration. Tip number 2, especially if it's virtual, it's always important to have an alignment meeting between the client and the supplier so that you're always on the same page. But sabi nga nila, there's nothing like yung in-person experience. So dahil nga virtual tayo, importante yung regular alignment meeting. And then yung isa kong tip, Rona, which we have done naman kahit pre-pandemic days pa when we do photo shoots for inspirations.ph, make sure that you have an event plan. Magda-draft ka and it's your itinerary, naka-itemize doon what will happen from the day you wake up. O kaya, kunyari, kung ingress is at 12 midnight, from 12 midnight hanggang matapos yung celebration, yung timeline mo, sino yung accountable doon, and make sure that everyone, yung key people, yung working group namin, lahat may kopya nun and everybody gets to read it so that may guide kayo. I think that was also very crucial na kaya namin nasunod yung sabi namin na dapat 1 hour yung program kasi lahat kami aware. May sinusundan kami And lastly, yun, as a coordinator, as a planner, you have to anticipate. Sabi nila sa akin, masyado ka negative thinker, but it's part of our jobs tayo, wedding suppliers, especially the coordinators. You have to anticipate ano yung possible challenges that will happen on the day of the event, despite of kahit gaano ka kagaling mag-plan. No event will ever be perfect. So you have to anticipate that and you have to make plans. And in our case, although na-identify na namin ang work area para make sure na hindi magsasalubong ang mga tao, on the day itself, we had to improvise kasi umaambon yun. So if you've seen my di ba, Rona, yung aking personal post, we had to convert yung aming sasakyan into a mobile office. Feeling may OB van kami.
Para kayong FBI.
Yeah, di ba? Parang nandun kami, nakaset up yung workstations namin. Tapos si Gina, since na-anticipate namin yun beforehand, nabilinan yung mga tao that we have to talk to kung may saan kami kukuha ng electrical power, yung ganon. So you have to anticipate that. Hindi on the day itself, tsaka mo palang anong gagawin natin. So yun yung tip ko for and yun, kaya importante that you communicate well yung dun sa client, between the client and the supplier. Yun. And yun nga, malaking bagay din is prayer works. Talaga. So yun, malaking bagay yan. And have fun. Enjoy the event. So, ayun na po.
I would like to say, no pandemic can ever stifle the celebration of God and life. The technology is available. It's there. Let us maximize the use of it. So proceed with whatever plans you have. No postponement, no cancellation, but make sure all the safety protocols are in place. Yun lang po. Salamat. Thank you.
Thank you, Tito Brad.
Natuwa ako kasi yan yung what we stand for. Thank you po.
Yes. So thank you, of course, Tito Brad, Tita Lita, and Gina for joining us this morning at the Love Wins live forum. And before we go, because I have a copy of Tito Brad's thank you message, I will read the part that inspired me the most as we say goodbye to all our viewers. He said, please let us continue to spread love and hope going forward because there will always be light at the end of the tunnel. So with that, we wish you a happy Saturday, happy weekend, happy Father's Day po, Tito Brad.
Yes, happy Father's Day tomorrow.
Yes.
Good Father's Day.
Ayun. Yes. And we will see you again next week here at the Love Wins Live Forum. But Miss Sharon has something to say
Yes,
first.
habol lang ako. I just want to greet my my mother-in-law, father-in-law, no, mom and dad namin ni Doji, Mami Lourdes, Daddy Nani. Happy 55 years of marriage. Oh, 55th anniversary nila today. They're celebrating.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, virtual lang din. Padalahan lang din ng pagkain kaming magkakapatid. Ayan. So, happy anniversary, Mommy and Daddy. God bless you po. Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Wait.